Okay. Hello. Today I'm going to be ranking all of these weapons. Alright. Pike. Pike was good. Pike was good at the start of the season. Um, well, not the start of this season, but start of last season. But then it got nerfed. Say B tier. It's really good for long range, but I wouldn't personally use it over one of the other ARs. The 93R, after the buff, it was probably D or like F. Now it's probably like B. It's alright. 93R it's the damage output against lights are good, but really any other class doesn't really matter. AK, A tier. Easy A tier. I think all the ARs are A tier and they're all kind of equal to each other in their own way. So actually, you know what? Let's actually put all of the medium ARs in A tier. All good weapons. All of them are kind of similar and they're all kind of equal, in my opinion. Ooh, M60. I don't know. Cause I feel like the Lewis gun and the Shak 50 are both better. So I'd hate to do this, but let's put this in P. Because even though, yes, it is a good weapon, I just think right now the Lewis gun is better and the Shak 50 is way better. CL40, I'd say C. It's not good. I don't personally like it. Personally, I don't really like it. Flamethrower, I'll put it at D. It's just annoying. I don't think it's really that good either. The range is decent, not good, but decent. I don't know. I just don't do good with the flamethrower, so I'm gonna put in D. SA is a S tier weapon. Probably the best gun on heavy. Dagger. It's a very niche weapon. It takes a lot of skill to use. But if you're, I'd say C. It's good if you're. It's decent if you're really good at it and you're really skilled at it. But if you're really bad at it, it's probably F tier. I'd put it at C. Dual blades, I hate it. The riot shield is better, to be honest with you, and the riot shield isn't good, so I'd put this in F. SH. I put this probably. It's not S tier for sure. I'm between A and B because this thing is really, really good in close range. It's a beast in close range. If you hit all your shots, you're one shotting or two shotting everybody. When but any distance farther than like 5 meters, it's not even worth it to shoot. So I'd probably say high B, high B, low A. I'd say. Let's put in B tier for now. It's really good though. Sledgehammer. Honestly, I'd put this in B too. It's good. It's definitely not a. It's a pretty strong weapon if you like melees, but honestly, if you're gonna use a really close range weapon on heavy, you might as well use the SA. KS. Let's put this in. You know what? I'm gonna move SH up to A tier. I'm gonna move Sledgehammer. Never mind. Wait, I'm gonna keep it like that. Then they have Deagles. Deagles B tier. I've seen a lot of heavies use this gun. I've seen a lot of people use the Deagles, but I don't know. I think they're pretty alright. Damage output's pretty good. Range is pretty decent, but that's really it. KS B tier. Pretty good shotgun. If there wasn't any SA, the KS would be a really good weapon for heavy. But the SA pretty much does most things better than the KS. But it's definitely a good niche little weapon for people that don't like the SA, or just anybody that wants a shotgun that can be used at decent ranges as well. This can be used from pretty long range. M11 A tier. It's good, really good for close range, but it's really only a close range weapon. Any farther than that, you're kind of going to struggle to get to hit your shots, and also struggle to get damage in general. LH1 is S tier. The best gun on light right now. MGL, just from what I've seen from my teams and whatnot, I'd put this in D tier. Actually, C tier. I only say C tier because if you ever seen like Truce or whatever, he uses it really good. But most players that I've seen just don't use it that great, so I'm gonna put it in C. M26 is an A tier. We've seen, I think, in a tournament, I'm pretty sure pro tournament, the M8, the M26 was the most used weapon among light pros. So it's clearly good. I not a big fan of it, but I can recognize that it's a good weapon. Revolver is a B tier. B or A, depending on how good you are with it. Because if you're good with it, it's probably A tier. But it's really hard to use, so I'm just gonna put in B tier. Riot Shield, B tier. It's not good. If I think it's only good if it's only like decent at best. And that's if you're like really good with it. It's only really decent. Bow's a B tier. I don't even know what to say about this. It's pretty good. I can't tell you the amount of times I've gone headshotted by a bow player. Most bow players that I've seen have really good aim, and for that reason, it's a B tier weapon. Because if you have really good aim, this is really good. Model, I'd put it. I don't know. I might put it in S because I'm gonna put in S. Okay, S. It's really good. Would I recommend people on medium to play with model? Probably. Um, I don't think necessarily. I'm on either A tier or S tier with this thing. It's probably the best weapon on medium, but I don't know. With the nerf that it got, it wasn't really quite a nerf. It's still really good, but yeah, I'll put it there. Then for spear, put it at F tier. It's actually probably not even an F tier. It's probably like D or C. But just because Sledgehammer is so much better, it's an F tier. There's there's basically no point in using spear over sledgehammer. SR, this might be a hot take, but this is a C tier weapon because in cash out it loses most of its value in maybe in like power shift or TA. This could be really good, but for cash out it loses a lot of its value, especially compared to the other light weapons. Sword, I'd also put this in C tier. With the nerf that it got, it's worse. It's not that good. Pe- people that know like the dash movement or whatever, could be really good. But for most players, it's going to be C tier. Lewis gun, I'd put this over M26, so it's an A tier. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people use this, be successful with it. It's pretty decent. Wouldn't necessarily say it's S tier. It's not. It's definitely not S tier, but it's pretty equal to these weapons. Throwing knives is between B and A, but I'm gonna put it in. Ooh, I'll put it in B. I might change it up to an A because the DPS is the time to kill on this on the throwing knives is actually pretty decent. I just haven't played with these enough, and I just haven't seen enough people play with it enough for me to really say it's A tier. But I might move it up to A. V9S is a B tier. It's a good weapon. It's not super duper good. It's not super duper bad. It's kind of just in the middle. It's kind of just like in the middle in terms of like light weapons and whatnot. I'd put XP at A. With the 4 bullets that it got, with the extra 4 bullets that it got way more forgiving. And this gun is actually still pretty good if you have really good aim. So I'd put it in A tier. I think it's equal with all these weapons right here. And yeah, that's what my list is. Honestly, if I were to change anything, I'd probably change flamethrower, because flamethrower is probably either a D or a C. It might be a C tier weapon, to be honest with you. Actually, you know what? Let's put this in C tier. Let's put spear in D and dual blades in F, because medium is just a terrible melee class to begin with. But yeah, that's my list. I hope. I know some of you guys are gonna disagree and say, you guys are probably gonna say 93R is A tier, or like M60 is A tier. To be honest with you, M60 being A tier, I can understand that. To be honest with you, but I think the S tier weapons are probably the best weapons in the game for each class, right? S6 is by far the best for heavy class. It's been the best for the heavy class for years. I mean, not years, for many seasons. The model's been really good for the past few seasons for medium, especially since the model has barely been touched, and like all the other medium weapons have just been nerfed pretty much. And LH1 is kind of similar to the model in a way where all the light weapons kind of just got nerfed So what ended up happening was LH1, just kept, its season one power. So it kind of just made its way all the way to the S tier. But yeah, I think this is a good list. Probably the list that I think most people are gonna agree with, to be honest with you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next. I'll see you guys in the next video.